same thing today, in the same order too. A lot more bullish in the morning, and then some better opportunities for shorts in the afternoon. All right, so let's get started. Good afternoon. This is Ifan from the Strategic Day Trader, and this is your market wrap for May 7th, 2020. Q's up 1.29%, SPY up 1.21. All right. We came into today neutral, and the SPY really keeping that neutral picture here, but a little bit more bullish. We gapped up yesterday, or we gapped up this morning over yesterday's closing bar there, and then we're able to hold above the 20 MA here. And then on the Qs, just continuing this hourly uptrend, right? Nice hourly uptrend. So really, as we talked about, a lot of the tech names in today's play, that same we had like on the FTNT, for instance, a lot of the tech names staying very bullish, moving up into some of them new highs. But you can see the SPY and the IWM lagging a little bit, but not bearish either, right? So that doesn't allow us kind of much, at least from following the chart, to be bearish or expecting us to drop here, at least on the hourly, on the daily. Now we still are watching this weekly to see if this weekly is going to really create this pivot and give us some kind of move lower, as this looks like a potential lower high here. But so far, no follow through to that. Looks like the Qs and SPY, the hourly and daily, holding up just fine. So going into tomorrow, bullish on the Qs, more neutral on the SPY, but also looking more bullish. Okay, so moving to a little bit more bullish. Well, we came in today neutral. Really the SPY here, still a pretty neutral picture, but the Q is hard to argue with this grind higher. Okay, so neutral to bullish going into tomorrow. Haven't seen what we needed to see to really to get back to any kind of bearish bias. Okay, so that's the plan for tomorrow, neutral to bullish. All right, let's take a look at today's plays. Very first play out of the gate, some of you played the FSLY, gave you numbers on this. Nice gap, and then nice breakout over this base. Okay, I got a question from the people in it. What are the targets? At the time, when it was kind of approaching high of the day, I said high of the day and end of the day. Okay, now there were a couple of ways you could have managed this. One way I mentioned, if you don't plan on holding it through lunch, then just trail off the 15 here, bar by bar, you would have gotten out there. But if you really want to stick with it till end of day, you can manage off of the hourly here. Okay, so nice kind of continuation there. And then you just close at the end of the day. So entry was over 27.85 here. You can see it's closing at 33.59. It was about 90 cents, about $1 stop on this. It was 27.85 by 27. So depending on where you got filled on that morning base breakout, right? So that was some pretty good follow through. Sammy had a play on the FTNT breakout right here in the morning as well, as it was basing here and then broke out and trailed it 5-minute bar by bar. So that was a really nice exit there on the FTNT. Nice play there as well. And then in the afternoon, gave you this PWR, was a 15-minute sell setup right here. So you can see downtrend in the morning after it got sold. This is my gap berry that I like to do. And so then right there was the entry. And then I was saying in the afternoon here, if you want to go just, into the close and play this breakdown, you can do that as well. You can see downtrend, series of higher lows there, and then triggers underneath there. That was the play on the PWR. PWR gapped up a little bit, tried to go higher, and then got rejected. So then the gap got reversed. Would have preferred, if it gapped up here and then got reversed, a bigger gap up, but that's fine. That's what we call a gap bury, because it's digging, it's burying the gap, right? And then it is the kind of inverse play of the gap bully, which we played on Monday, where the CCC gapped down, then bullied the gap, and then we played a breakout on the CCC, right? Because that's pretty bullish, right? When they gap down, and then especially they get a nice shakeout there, and then power through the resistance there to the left. Okay, so We kind of set this kind of tone for the last few days, bullish in the morning, and then the afternoon kind of gets a little bit of selling and retraces the move. I don't know if that's always going to be the case. I anticipate that it won't be. Who knows if it's even like that tomorrow. That's just what we've been getting. So that's the reason. More long plays in the morning, more short plays in the afternoon. But because especially we've got a pretty kind of neutral looking sideways SPY that hasn't really gone anywhere this week, so that's also allowed us to play plays in both directions, which is good. All right, still lots of gaps, almost an overwhelming amount of gaps in earnings. So focusing and really trying to stick to your setups, I think, is as challenging as ever. So hopefully if you're in the room, just following along with the plays has helped kind of keep you a little bit more focused, not all over the place, not just chasing anything that moves. Okay, so hopefully you're doing well. All right, so that's going to do it for today's market wrap. We'll be back at it tomorrow and see how the week ends. Okay, we'll talk to you tomorrow.